Damian Bowen, IT Director and Director of Customer Services for NTT Data in the UK. Looking at things like security is quite relevant in today's society, but also the adoption of mobile users. So it's how CIOs or IT organisations will still be secure going forward, but also looking at how they can actually best serve the end users, because that's going to be key going forward. Data going forward, and mobile workforce, especially in our organisation. Listening, negotiating, delivering is the key. Is a key one for me personally. I think you've got to do what you say you're going to do, and for the right reasons. So there's where I'd look for, and that integrity to integrate with the business is a key value, what I think, because IT is there to drive the business, and it needs to support the business, so the integration with the business is really key. Biggest challenge, integrating numerous organisations together, from the way NTT Data have looked at growing in the UK, which has been challenging and extremely interesting. Challenges going forward will be again around that security of mobile data, because we're a very mobile workforce, so it's how we give the right user experience to our end users. For me personally, I think getting better at where we are in the industry. A goal for me has always been about development of people, and how we can bring the next generation going forward, my children, how they're going to support IT going forward. So I think professionally for me it's about giving back now. I want to give back to the industry and try and better it moving forward. Don't lie, even if no matter what it's going to do, don't lie, just be honest. And I think because there you've got a solid starting point, a solid starting foundation, and it was going back in the heyday of manufacturing in the UK with the meetings I used to go to with the IT director of Rover Group as its time. Advice I went to when I went to that meeting, it was, don't lead him down the garden path, just tell him and let's fix it. And I think that shows that level of honesty, that integrity, and it just builds a trusting bond between professionals. Work hard. I think it's, you know, to move up from in an IT organisation, you have to deliver, you have to work hard, you have to try and push yourself, but still bringing people with you and having people alongside you, developing a solid team moving forward. But it doesn't come easy in the IT world. The IT world is challenging. It changes every day, but you need to persevere and work hard. Okay, I think IT recruitment has got to work both ways. I think a company's got to know how to recruit, and a recruitment agency's got to know how to deliver to a company. I think job specs are important. Job titles, it's how do you define what you need from someone and what the actual real needs are. And I think agencies have got to work a lot closer and get involved with companies to actually work out what their business is and what their business needs, rather than reading a job spec, sending 20 CVs forward and hope you pick one and a fee is paid. It's about what difference is it going to make, how is it going to evolve the business that they're delivering to. It's a mixed bag. I think some of them are absolutely excellent and really want to help you solve the problem that you've got. Some others can come across about volume, and when you actually read some of the CVs, there's no match in the job spec, there's no match in the role. It's, you know, they're not thinking about you. So I think it is a mixed bag, but I think recruitment agencies could do so much better if they just try to listen a little bit more. I think listening is the key to what the real need is, and actually if they can get embedded with a company and actually trying to help with the job specs and with the role, they can be filled a lot easier. Personally, honesty. I think yes, you have to sell yourself, you have to put yourself forward, you have to get through a door. The amount of people that can be interviewed and are interviewed across the industry where they don't do what their CV says, and you ask them about their CV and you ask them about qualification they got on that, and they're not there. It can be off-putting. So I think your CV has to be true, and organisations will see if a CV's true, and And I think if that bit of honesty can come out, I think a lot more people would be employed, and a lot more agencies would do better. And it's that just double checking. When you get a CV with a list of 400 technologies on it, someone hasn't done that many. Or pick your top 3 and hone it down to something you can credibly talk about in an interview, rather than just everything. And you think, because you're not going to get the job on the CV, you're going to get through the door on the CV, and it just needs to be accurate, because when you're through the door and you find out it's not accurate, then it can actually all fall apart.